How's it going, everyone? Welcome to Ground Pounder Production Studios, and we're going to take a tour of this little area here and check it out and see what we got going on. I'm going to talk about mainly the gaming aspect in the beginning, but I will talk towards the end about the audio production aspects, because this is an audio production, mixing and mastering, and recording studio. It is in my basement. It is a full finished basement, and it is 22 feet long, 8-foot ceilings, and it's 13 feet wide. Now it's kind of hard to tell because of the focal length on this lens. I'm using the Canon Rebel T3 right now for this recording. So let's talk about the actual gaming setup and the live streaming and stuff like that. So what do we got going on here? Well, we got this computer here. The specs are going to be in the description. And it is a Phantom 530 case that I recently put together. Built all this stuff. It costs about 1,800 bucks for everything. It'd cost you more if you had someone else build it for you. It's based off the i7-4790K processor. It's liquid cooling with the NZXT Kraken X41. Then I got the MSI GTX 970 4G graphics card. You see the pipes on that bad boy? It's got the twin Phaser 5 variable speed fans. It's in there, it's gonna be hard to see, but I got 2 sticks of, well, 16 gigabytes of Vengeance RAM. I got a RM 750 watt Corsair power supply. Case fans throughout with LEDs, some of them, the ones you can see anyway. Got some 200mm fans up top. Got a 200mm fan up front. It's got this front. This thing is just beautiful. Okay, that's all you need to know. Can't you tell? Now it's on top of this table right now because I'm doing some tweaking and some overclocking and stuff like that. So it's going to go down there where that gun safe is when it's done. So that's what we got. This handles OBS, which is my Twitch streaming software, and it also handles the Elgato software. So it handles all the recording and stuff like that and live streaming. And video editing. That's what this is. Video editing, live streaming, stuff like that. Minimal internet. The internet's used mainly for updating, stuff like that. Let's talk about the gaming monitors that I got here. Now that's the only gaming monitor that I'm using. It's 27-inch LG. The exact specs or model will be in the description. That is my basic internet computer, but it's hooked up to my music production computer, which we'll go over shortly. But that's where I can see Twitch, and I can surf the net and other things like that. That's where I see the chat screen. That's like a 24-inch element screen. Thing costing me like 100 bucks on Black Friday. On top of it is the C920 HD webcam. Okay. Now it's got the cable with an extension going all the way to this computer over here. So that's how you get my webcam. Over here is another 24-inch monitor, gateway. It used to belong to my wife, but it broke down, so I had to tear it apart and replace some of the capacitors. I go to school for electronics engineering, so it's no big deal. This is my gaming monitor, as I said, 27-inch. It's hooked up to my PS4. I only have a PS4. No Xbox One or anything like that. Although I could do some sweet gaming on this, but I'm not. Got a SCUF controller here. And I put some trigger stops on the back. Kind of hard to see because this is a manual focus camera, but there's a screw right here that I inserted so that these don't go down all the way. And I'm using tactical setup. I got another regular controller back there. I got the SCUF case. I got a Glock 26 Gen 4 9mm. You never know when something might pop off. 9mm. There's not one in the chamber. You'd have to charge it in order to use it. That's a safe down here that I keep it in. It's got a finger operated code that you punch in and it opens, but of course if I'm down here, it's sitting up here somewhere. Call me paranoid, whatever. Now here's the Elgato HD60. That runs to the computer over here. And that is what captures all my gameplay. Let's see. As far as lighting and stuff, I got these light fixtures, all right, And I have wax paper over the front. That's actually cooking wax paper used for cooking. And those are LED lights. I'll leave the type of lights that I'm using, but they're hooked up to remote dimmers. If you look down here, I have 2 of them. This basically dims and turns on the light. I can dim it. I usually have it on full blast, and then I can turn it off. And there's 2 of those. There's one there, and there's one under here. Microphone. Now, a lot of you are hearing or thinking that you need to have a pop filter for your microphone that you're doing your live streaming. You don't need a pop filter. This thing is not going to be up to your face. If it's up to your face, it doesn't need to be, all right? You get a lot of clean gain out of these because it's USB, so it's low noise. This sits like 3 feet away from my mouth, okay? Only thing I have on this is like a wind sock, and I created this from a sock. It's an Under Armour sock. It's pretty thin, and it sits over the top just like that. Don't need a pop filter, man. Now, if you're recording vocals or something like that, then you need to use a pop filter, as you can see over here. This is not a USB mic. We'll go over that shortly. So that's what I do on my streaming with, and gameplay and talking and stuff like that. This is a custom painted. I custom painted this like a special red color. And it's on a PS01, I believe, Rode microphone boom arm. You can like move it around, swing it around like that. Usually sits about right down here. And I sit right here, or my daughter sits right here, iShy Ninja. I'll leave a link in the description to her Twitch. Check her out. She's 15. It's my daughter. And that's pretty much it for the gaming. I mean, I got the lighting, I got the sound, I got the computer, I got everything going on here. Got the PS4 down there. So let's go over some of the other stuff. Okay. In the future, I'm going to be doing some trolling videos and stuff like that using my vocals, because I'm a vocal talent, I guess you could say. I do vocals. I have my own tracks and songs, and links in the description. But that's my audio production computer. And it's a quad-core, 8 gigabytes, built specifically for audio. It's got a audio device right here, audio interface. It's the MU1820M. On top of it sits my internet capabilities. Basically, I have all my wires for my internet going in from here. This basically takes the main line that you see on the carpet over there, brings it in, and it splits it. It's a splitter. So I have internet going to this, wired going to the PS4, and wired for this. That's what that is. That's the music production computer. The audio interface powers this microphone, so whenever we're going to do like vocal recording or stuff like that. And as I said, in the future I'm going to be doing some videos where I'm on the PS4 and I'm doing like some auto-tune singing and like just talking weird and doing weird stuff, okay? We'll see how that works out. Got some headphones up here. I have various headphones inside this. I have various other stuff inside here, microphones and other audio stuff inside these cabinets, okay? So there's that. I got these studio monitors here. We got the KRP5s, 5-inch woofer that's active powered. You plug it in, it's got its own amp inside of it. We have the subwoofer down here. This is RP10S. It's got a 10-inch woofer in there. Okay. Got all the boom boom. All right, when I'm doing my mixing and mastering. I got other little speakers that are in there. Some speakers back there. Some little bitty speakers back there. Let's talk about the acoustics. What's going on here, man? What's all this stuff? Okay. I also do acoustic measurements. I build studios for people. Okay. So now I didn't just take acoustic treatment and just throw it on the walls and say, oh, this might work. I got special measurement microphones and special software that measures the acoustic properties of rooms. And I used it to tune this room to the sound that I need for various, I had to make it for mixing, mastering, and recording. So the response time of this room at various places, over here it's like 200 milliseconds. Over here it's going to be more live, because I don't know if I mentioned this is a dead end live end studio. As far as the acoustics, I have a link, I'll put a link in the description to how I built all this. I have videos on my other channel that's audio production on how I built all my panels. So what we have over here is a corner floor to ceiling corner bass trap. That's a 32-inch face. There's special stuff back there for acoustic treatment, handling the low end, the bass in the room. We got another one over here, floor to ceiling. I got OC 703 panels, wall panels. That's 3 inches thick, and they are adjustable from the wall, but I have them adjusted where they need to be. We got one over there, one over there. I got some paneling down there. I have some ceiling clouds. Now they're angled, okay? And I didn't just put them up there and have them at a certain angle. I had a measurement microphone going, and then I tilted them and moved them to get the best response for the room. That wall back there, it's like 9 inches thick. It's got some special stuff back there that I built. And of course I purchased basically acoustic treatment behind there. But it's got a covering, so it looks, you know, you can't really tell what's back there, but there's some stuff back there. Now over here is my alternate monitoring system. I plug my laptop in there. I can hear how people's songs sound on various playback systems. You're hearing water going on upstairs. That's what that noise is. There's a bass trap here. It's pretty big. It's basically specifically built to basically for the low end, the bass management. And then I have another floor to ceiling corner bass trap. That has all, like I'm telling you guys, that has all to do with acoustic stuff. A lot of you probably are like, what the hell is that? I have some double stacked acoustic panels right here. I have some baby stuff because I recently had a daughter. She's 5 months old. Her name's Elena. Okay. Got some big old woofers down here. I got the PS3 hooked up over here. It's mainly for Netflix and stuff like that. This is the gaming TV I first started out with, Advanced Warfare 3, and I really sucked, and it was because I was using this monitor, this TV here, and it's the Vizio. It's a 52-inch LCD, and it has, I didn't know it at first, but it has like 300 milliseconds of input lag. That is when you make a movement on your controller, and it takes like 300 milliseconds before the movement even occurs. Now I didn't realize that because I was a noob, but it wasn't until Black Ops 2 that I realized it. I have a video I'm going to leave in the description that talks about aiming accuracy and the effects of input lag. A very good video I think you should all look at, especially if you're having trouble with your aiming. So basically when you make a movement, it takes a little bit to basically register on the screen. And it's so minute and so small that you may not realize it. And if you're having problems with your aim, you're probably having problems with input lag. Of course, if you're using a monitor like this over here, you ain't going to have any problems with that. Okay? Input lag and the actual millisecond timing that you see as a specification for monitors is not the same as the input lag specification. It's not a specification that any manufacturer lists, okay? But if you're using a monitor, you don't have to worry about it. Back here's my gym. I actually got to do squats and deadlifts today. All right, this is a PowerTech power rack. Got the PowerTech bench, got some weights. I'm going to be doing box squats, so basically squatting down onto the seat here and then standing back up. I'll be doing deadlifts down here on my deadlift bar. It's a special bar that does not bend when you put a lot of weight on it, because if it bends, it's kind of like cheating. Not going to get into that. I'll talk about my gym more later. Got some band pegs that I installed for using bands. I got a supplement storage over here. Got some protein powder down there. And then I got some other stuff here I'll talk about. If you guys wanted me to talk about my supplements and stuff, what I use, how I make my own supplements, because I make my own stuff. Can't really see that. Basically, all the supplements out there that you purchase, like pre-workouts, I buy all the stuff separately and make my own so that I know what's going into it and it's more powerful. Got an exercise bike. I use it for warming up my legs. I got the Rogue Econ fitness belt. Thing's a beast. I use this for curls. I might, when I'm gaming or live streaming, you might see me pick this up. Right now I think it's got like 40 pounds on each side. Possibly, something like that. Nothing major. Alright. See those? Yeah, those are what powerlifters use right there, man, because they're flat. They get you lower to the ground. And this is another story, bro. So this is a messy closet. It's got a bunch of army stuff in here that I have to take care of. All right, it's got some clothes because it's a freaking closet, bro. You know what I mean? This is basically, it's the dungeon. You don't want to go in there, okay? Got a full bath over here, toilet, sink, And then I have a shower. It's where it all takes place, you know, the shower. A lot of masturbation. Got a washer and dryer over here. In the laundry room. Top secret stuff in these cabinets, can't let you see. Might be guns, I don't know. Lots of them. I have weapons all throughout my house and security system in my house. At any moment, if something was to happen, I can grab a gun from multiple positions inside my home. Call me paranoid, I don't care. I'm prepared. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much it, man. I mean, if there's anything I missed, hit me up. If you want to know anything else about what I got going on here, I will gladly answer your questions. So, other than that, got some tripods. This is a badass tripod. It's the Manfrotto. It's got a ball swivel. Alright. I do photography as well. I don't have any pictures up, but I do that. Photography stuff. It's fun. Well, guys, I hope I didn't bore you too bad. That's pretty much all I have for you here. I'm not sure if I talked about my rug. This rug here. Due to the height of the desk, and I have this up to its max level. I like this desk. It costs like $78. It's pretty tall though, so with this at its max height, I need something for my feet to sit on. So I took a box, filled it full of old army stuff, army clothes, and then I put this rug on it. I got this rug from Afghanistan from when we were doing a patrol. They have little shops on the side. I paid like $15, $24. Over there, that's a lot of money, but authentic from Afghanistan, brah. Let's see, as far as power, I got power going on back there. I got some, you see a lot of wires, okay? Yeah, I'm gonna do some cable management here, and it's gonna look pretty later. So that's pretty much it, right? I cover everything. It's my wagon. Cruise around in it. That's my daughter's chair she's doing her live streaming. Eye shy. Other than that, man, like I said, any questions, hit me up. Peace. Deuces.